Fall is almost here. Join me as I go over my sweater knitting plans. Please like and subscribe for more knitting content just like this. Hello, my knitting friends. Welcome back. My name is Christy of Christy Archer Designs, and this is my knitting channel. Fall will be here soon, and I'm looking to cast on oversized sweaters this season in a sophisticated color palette for a casual yet polished look. I will also be doing videos for cardigans and accessories as well, so be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so that you are notified as soon as those videos are available. As always, everything will be linked in the description, so let's get to it. I have 10 sweaters that I am wanting to share with you, and these patterns are in no particular order. They are all fantastic. I chose patterns this year that integrate mostly there's something to them beyond just the basic. I'm really wanting to elevate my casual wardrobe this season. I stay at home, so I like to wear very comfortable clothing, but when I do go out to run errands, I still like to look stylish and polished. So that is kind of how I pulled together all of these patterns. There's something fun and interesting about each and every one of them, and I hope that you find something interesting to cast on this season as well. So first up, I have the Lepress Pullover from Espace Tricot. And this is I'm looking at my notes. This is a round yoke color blocked sweater, and I think in this sophisticated color palette that I have for this year, there are quite a few color combos that I could pull from my palette and create a great sweater to wear with leggings that will still look really nice depending on how you accessorize. So I'm really looking forward to that particular pattern. It is a 23 stitch gauge, so somewhere around sport light DK. I love the length that there is to it, and I love the simplicity of the color blocking. So that is number one. Number two, I am really excited about this sweater. This is the Scotty Sweater by PetiteKnit, and this is a drop shoulder plaid pattern. The big jumbo plaid design is just something that really stands out. It has something unique about it. And again, in my classic color palette, I think that this is something that will be just a staple piece that will last for a long time to come. It is a drop shoulder. It has a folded neckband. I don't know in my warm climate if I will do the folded neckband. That may be a little bit too much for the desert, but at a 17 stitch gauge, this is something that will knit up really fast, and it looks like it would be a very fun knit. I think with a crisp white button-up shirt put under it, it is something that I could see myself wearing a lot. Okay, next up, and this is a free pattern. It's called Bobbles Optional, and it is by Sonder yarn. It is a round yoke construction, and it has stripes, and every other stripe you have bobbles that you can add to the stripes, which gives it a lot of interest. Obviously, you could leave those bobbles out if you wanted to. Bobbles optional. But yeah, this one is a lot of fun at a 22 stitch gauge. I think once again, sport to DK, depending on how dense you want the material. But yeah, and that looks like it would be a lot of fun to wear. So that is number 3. Number 4 is a sweater that I have wanted to knit for quite a while, and I think this is going to be the year. The Lyon Sweater by PetiteKnit. This is it has a very nice polished shoulder construction. It's not a dropped shoulder. I don't know if it would be considered, well, it's not considered. You do the back and you do shoulder increases in the not shoulder increases, shaping in the back, then you pick up to do the shoulders, and then you cast on to do the arms. So you're working everything on the yoke once you pick up, or once you add the sleeve stitches. All of it is knit in the round until you get to the sleeve separation, and then you separate. So it gives a very polished classic style, but the stripes on it are something that I really, really, really am drawn to this season, and appreciate being able to add a little bit of interest to the sweaters that I will be adding to my wardrobe this year. That is at a 19 stitch gauge, so I do think it is something that would whip up fairly quickly, and I almost want to knit it up in either a cotton or a cotton wool blend, and I do have some cotton wool blend on hand, but I would need to pick up another color to go with it. So that is the Lyon Sweater. Next up is another Petite pattern. This is something, again, I have had in my favorites for a very long time, and this is one I will definitely be making this year. It is the Vertical Stripe Sweater by PetiteKnit. It doesn't have, it's a one color sweater, but the vertical stripes are very flattering, and the overall vibe of it, it just looks really comfortable and yet polished. So I'm really, really, really excited about that one. It is a drop shoulder design, and I already said it's a 19 stitch gauge. Okay, next up is something that I recently found, and it is called the Simplicity Jumper. This is by NORgardknitters, and it is a round yoke garter pattern. It has a short row hem. It almost gives like a poncho vibe. Again, with leggings, this is just going to be so much fun. Has a very roomy body, and it just has unique shaping to it. Again, this is a one color project. I don't have a lot of those lined up for this year, but the details and the uniqueness of this particular pattern is just something I'm very drawn to this year. So definitely check out the Simplicity Jumper. That is number 6. All right, number 7 is the Marcel Sweater. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is yet another PetiteKnit pattern, and I just, like I said, I'm really drawn to stripes this year, and the drop shoulder construction is something that I'm hoping to be able to pull off. I don't know that drop shoulders are my best look, but I'm hoping with a colored shirt underneath to kind of help break up the width part. I think that would be something that I'm definitely interested in. Again, I'm just really drawn to the stripes this year. This is at a 21 stitch gauge, so definitely DK. And yeah, I think that this would be a lot of fun. All right, number 8 is sweater number 9 by My Favorite Things Knitwear, or My Favorite Things. I can't remember if knitwear is in her, it'll be linked. Okay, this is a detailed raglan design. It has a high neck. It's not a folded turtleneck, traditional turtleneck, but it is as high as what a turtleneck would be. But it's a 2x2 rib, I believe. So I like the look of that. That's something a little bit different. And then the raglan structure is really, it just adds that detail that makes it very interesting. Again, I can see this one done out of a cotton. And for me here in the desert, I love cotton sweaters for the winter time. It is at a 17 stitch gauge, so I think with a worsted weight, and I have tons of worsted weight cotton in my stash, that this is one I will definitely be casting on very soon. Okay. Next up is another My Favorite Things pattern, and this is sweater number 27. And this one really grabs my attention because of the texture to it. If I did this in a wool, it has a little bit of a lace design to it that I think could kind of help keep it on the cooler side. And but I think this one would look well, very well done out of cotton as well, or a cotton wool blend. I was looking at my notes wrong. This is a 17 stitch gauge. The sweater number 9 is a 14 stitch gauge. I do apologize for that. So at a 17 stitch gauge, again, this is something that's going to knit up really fast, and I love the texture to this. It does look like a drop shoulder, a standard drop shoulder construction. So yeah. All right, that was number 9, and last up is number 10, and oh, do I love this sweater. I'm really into polystrict designs. Suzanne Mueller is the designer name, but she's under polystrict, and this is the Maxi sweater. It once again has that really nice polished shoulder construction where you start with the back, pick up the fronts, and then add the sleeves, work in the round till you get to the drop, till you get to the shoulder sleeve separation, and then you work the body and then the sleeves. It has a mock neck, and it's at an 18 stitch gauge. I don't know if there's something different going on. I almost think that the finishings may be a fisherman's rib. I'm not positive on that, but it doesn't look like just standard 1x1 rib. But she shows it where it's standing up, and she also shows it where she has folded it under. So I'm kind of interested to see how that ribbing is done. If it is a standard rib, it will shock me, but it just looks like a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. The width of the stripes on that one are just fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to casting that on, and once again at 18 stitches, it is going to make up so fast. So there are 10 pullover sweaters that I plan on making this winter, or this fall, and will hopefully enjoy wearing them as much as I do making them. Is there one that I have listed that is your favorite and you would like to give a try? Please comment and let me know. Is there one that you think I would love to cast on that I have missed in this list? Please comment below and let me know. I do hope you will check all of these out. Again, I have all of them linked, and I do think they are worthy patterns of adding to anybody's wardrobe. The color combinations are endless to fit your personal look, so definitely chat with me below and let me know if I have been able to inspire you. And that is it for today. I will be coming back again with a video about cardigans and a video about accessories that I hope to cast on this fall. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my video. I'm so glad you made it to the end, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.